everybody, in this video I thought I would do some real-time scrapbooking with you. It has been a very long time since I've done any real-time scrapbooking, and now that many of us are now in lockdown, I thought it would be a good time to have longer videos. I am doing scrapbooking with my Thompson's Craft Supplies design team kit, so this video will be marked as an ad because of the rules. So here I have Mint Paper's Harmony paper pack, which I have used once already for a layout. I've chosen this photo, which is myself, two of my sisters and a handful of nieces and nephews visiting my 97-year-old grandma a few weeks ago before all the craziness started. And so I thought having it in black and white, it's not completely black and white. I think what I did was tone down the saturation to about 20%, so there's a tiny hint of colour, but yeah, I thought it would go quite nicely with this collection. So I'm just going to start out kind of choosing what paper to use. That's a maybe. I don't think this one, because this is one where for some reason with window ones I feel like it needs to be an outdoor picture. I don't know why, but that one's just not right. That's too busy. I don't know about the blue. No, that's not right. That's the same. I will keep that for other purposes. Just put that over there. This pink one, no, I can't explain why, but no. We've already looked at that one, already looked at that one, and then this is the last one. Wood grain. I don't think so. I am leaning towards this paper. I can't explain why. I just think that one is the right one. So let's just trim down everything to the right size. So obviously feel free to craft along with me. This video I estimate will probably be about an hour long. My real times have been about that long in the past. I did wonder about doing a live, but the problem is my internet is quite glitchy. Like, it's fairly good internet, but I live in a very tall house, so we have one of those Wi-Fi extenders, and so all the way up here I have to be on the extender, and it's the extender that is a little bit glitchy. So I don't know if a live would work. And also I'm not great at multitasking certain things and having to keep an eye on comments and stuff for trolls. I don't know, the thought kind of overwhelms me a tad. I think what I'm going to start off doing is fussy cutting myself some embellishments. So I'm going to cut a few from there, and then I have the AB Studio Crafters bundle, which I used in my last layout with this collection. I don't think I'm going to want any of those, but maybe some of the florals in here would work. We'll have a look. Not the green ones, they're not right. Possibly some of these. I haven't got enough room. Maybe some of those blue ones could work. I don't want any of those. I don't want any of those. That one is all steampunky. No, I don't want any of those. And the other one is postcards, but I don't want those. So just that one for now. I may go have a look, see what else I've got lying around that might be appropriate or work with this colour scheme and this paper pack. I can't get it in. There we go. But yes, for now I will just start with these. I probably won't show you all of the fussy cutting and chat with you for the whole time, because I mean, it takes a while and it's not that interesting to look at really. But we'll start off with a little bit. So I definitely want some of these florals. Just try and cut this so I don't cut into anything else. So how is everybody doing? We are on day, well, at the moment it's day one sort of lockdown. Friday, when this comes out, will be day 4 of UK lockdown. So tell me how you're all doing, or if you are not on lockdown because of your job or whatever reason, what are you doing, or what's going on in your country in regards to the chaos of the world at the moment. If you're not from the UK and haven't read the news, we are on lockdown now. Well, sort of. It's like I saw someone put it quite succinctly as like your final warning before a proper lockdown, because there were some basic things about social distancing and stuff, and then the past weekend people took the absolute pee, so to speak, and were like going out and having massive gatherings, like queuing up for takeaway food, not paying any attention to social distancing whatsoever. So on Monday the government were basically like, they didn't say so as much, but it's basically, you lot cannot be trusted, you're all grounded. But people are still allowed to travel to and from work and go out once a day for a form of sort of outdoor exercise, as long as they're like not meeting up with people. They haven't been very clear as of this time as to who can go to work. Like the Prime Minister said, anyone who can't work from home, and then someone else, I know his name, I will not speak his name, but I can't remember what he's the secretary for, but he said it was only for key workers are only supposed to go to work. So the instructions are a little vague, shall we say. But in my house, we were isolating anyway, because 3 out of 4 members of this household are possibly vulnerable or at risk. So yeah, we were isolating anyway, as I said. So it hasn't really changed for us. So yeah, but as I said in the previous video, we are very fortunate in our situation that we can lock down, we can isolate. I work from home anyway, as I've said. My parents are retired. My little brother he certainly doesn't work. He has severe learning disabilities, and yeah, he's the one sort of, I don't want to call him a problem, but a bit of a problem at the moment, just because he doesn't really understand what's going on and why we can't go out and stuff. So that is one slight issue we're dealing with at the moment, but in the grand scheme of things, there are far bigger issues that others are dealing with at the moment. But extra crafting time is good. I'm not going to fussy cut this little bit. That just looks like too much hard work. Thing is, with some of these Minty and 8B fussy cuttable pages, they are a bit fiddly in places. Can I manage to do that one? Or I don't know. Just as an FYI, I probably am not going to film all of this in one go, because it is, let's have a look, 7:40 in the evening, and I like to start winding down by between 8 and 9, because otherwise I'm one of those people, it takes me a very long time to get to sleep. So I have to start winding down like at a slightly earlier hour if I have any hope of getting to sleep at a decent time. If I keep crafting till late and then go to bed, then I will be awake until the very early hours. But we'll see. Maybe this will be one of those layouts that comes together really quickly. Who knows? As you may have guessed, I have absolutely no plan whatsoever for how this is going to... I'm not going to do that bit either. That's too much like hard work. But yeah, what this is going to look like. I want to try and make it not too similar to the most recent one I did with this collection. That was like with the photo down here and then everything around here. So yeah, try for something different. I did have a look on my computer in my silhouette library to see if I had any cut files that I thought would go, but there was nothing really that stood out to me in terms of that. I bought a load of cut files from Paige Evans. She had a sale in her Etsy shop, so I bought a load of new ones recently, which I'm looking forward to using, but none of them were right for this collection, really, I don't think. That is some pretty appalling fussy cutting along there, but maybe we'll just cover it up when the time comes. I'm going to put these aside for now and do some of these. Don't mess up the rubbish in the cup bits. Yeah, I'm going to put those aside for now and do just a few of these blue flowers, because I think they're slightly simpler to cut to give my wrist a little bit of a rest. Oof, may have to cut this off earlier than I thought and finish tomorrow, because I keep going really really dizzy. It's just a normal, one of the bajillion different fun things that happen with fibro. Sorry, I'm not very good at concentrating and talking at the same time. Yeah, it's not a worrying thing for me to go dizzy. It's fairly normal, but it is happening, and it's not very easy to craft and be very dizzy at the same time. I wonder why I am. Usually there is a reason for it, like I've not eaten enough or I've not had enough to drink, but I think I have today. I'm fairly sure I have. What am I going to do with that little bud? Don't think I'm going to make it work on there, but I want to keep it for potential future use. I'll just put it aside for now. If it gets lost, it would not be the end of the world. I'm afraid for those of you who like seeing Conan in my videos, there won't be any interruptions from him, at least this evening, because I happen to know he is absolutely fast asleep on the sofa, and I can tell by looking that that is him for at least the next few hours. His little routine is like in the evening he starts to snooze, and then about 8:30, 9ish he'll wake up and go have a bit of food, and then go have a little drink from his fountain, maybe play with some of his toys, go for a little wander. Then he goes back to sleep, usually in the spare room, or he has a spot on the stairs that he likes to sleep on for some unknown reason. And then about 10:30, 11:30 sort of time, he will come and arrive on my bed with a flump, usually waking me up, and then snuggle down to sleep for the rest of the night. I don't quite know why I just told you my cat's full routine, and I don't quite know the point of it. My point being, I know for a fact that he's asleep right now in a time and a place that he will not be awake for an hour or so. I think that was my point originally. I forget. Anyways, I think what I'm going to do is finish off this fussy cutting and then come back to you, because I am struggling to multitask, and some of this fussy cutting is pretty appalling. Fussy cutting done here. I did just cut an extra feather, so I had an extra one to balance them out or whatever. I just found this in my stash, Kaisercraft Indigo Skies ephemera, which I thought I might be able to bring in, use up some stuff. I'm just going through my box. That's the noise, me going through my box of stuff, because I have this page of cut aparts, as well as the flowers, the Prima flowers and stencil that Louise sent as well. So I definitely want to bring these in. I'm just wondering if I should fussy cut any elements from here. I don't know. I'll put it aside for now, and then if I need extra bits and pieces, then I will use them. Right, I want to get this stencil out. I just need to figure out how. Oh, there we go. So really pretty sort of ivy on a wall stencil, but I'm not sure how to use it. I don't know if it's right for this layout really, because it's got like indoor elements, so maybe ivy on a wall isn't right. Let's have a look at what I've got to use. This is my general stencils book. Oh, maybe this one with like the lacy damask. That could be a very potential yes. What else have we got? Clocks, general sort of steampunky things. Skulls, no, we don't want skulls. So just patterns and damasky things. I think the lacy damask actually is going to be the ideal one to use. Right, okay, put stencil aside. Then what to stencil with? I feel like I haven't used my embellishment mousse in a while, so I want to use that. I keep meaning to make a swatch book for my embellishment mousses because I don't have one, and obviously they do dry slightly different to what they are in the tin, as it were. I feel like I want to go with this navy colour. I think that would be the best one, unless I go lighter. No. Cornflower blue. Oh, actually, maybe the cornflower. Oh, and I've never used it. That's embarrassing. Cornflower blue. I'm sure I've used this. Or am I getting confused? No, I'm getting confused with that one. I've used that one loads. I don't even know how long I've had this and not used it. That's really embarrassing. Maybe I'll just edit it out. Shush. Okay. Oh, I am torn. Hold up. Okay, I feel like the embellishments would look better on top of the darker blue. That's that lid. This one is called Old Navy. Perfect. So yes, I will use that one. I'll put those back down there. And then what spatula shall I use? This one works really well with embellishment mousses. Mousses. Yeah, this Prima silicone brush, the 2-inch one. I keep meaning to pick myself up the 1-inch one, but I forget. Oh, I've just lost a little bit down there. Okay, right, let's see if we can make this work. I do like that colour an awful lot. That is very, very, very pretty. I want the stenciling to be kind of patchy because I have this aversion to where you can see where the stencil ends. Like, you don't want your stenciling necessarily to look like stenciling, if that makes sense. You want it to naturally flow with the whole project rather than just, yeah, make it look made and created sort of. So yeah, I don't like using the edges. Oh, yes. So much yes. Should I go that way this time? No, I think I should keep going this way for everyone. Just get as close to that as possible as I can without smooshing it. You have to sort of smoosh up. I keep using the word smoosh. Smoosh up the embellishment mousse to make it into a more paste because it's quite crumbly in its original form. Oh, I am in love with this colour. I haven't got any of the new colours of embellishment mousse, I don't think. I didn't buy their expanding mousse when that came out. If anyone's got any of that and would like to give me a mini review, I would appreciate it. And then they've got another new thing. It's like glacier paste or something, but I haven't seen enough people to use it for me to make my mind up on whether I want to use it or not. Okay, I want to dry these two a little bit because I want to do some stenciling like right there, but I don't want to smush what I have already done. So heat tool. Okay, I think those are dried enough that they won't smush when I put this down here. There's something I was going to say and I've completely... Oh yeah, you can see how the page is already warped a bit with the heat tool, but I'm one of those people, like, I'm really not bothered by warpage. It just, you see loads of videos on how not to warp your pages or whatever, and I am not saying anything negative about that at all. Like, they're helpful tips, but just for me personally, I'm not bothered because when this layout is done and when it is dry, it will go on to a pile of layouts that need to be put into scrapbooks. And by the time it gets into a scrapbook, because I'm super lazy and never put my layouts in their scrapbooks, albums, I mean, it'll have flattened itself anyway. So the only thing about warping is just like it's not so great for taking pictures. So it's not so great for the gram. But other than that, they flatten out over time anyway. Flatten out in the album, flatten out in the pile. So yeah, I can't really be bothered to put loads of effort into stopping it from warping. Personally, anyway, that's my own personal opinion and experience on the matter. Oh, very pretty. I'm going to go and wash these off so I don't get a dirty stencil and be back with you in a mo. Right, that is pretty much dry. One of the many things I love about embellishment mousse is how quickly it dries. Right, I think I'm going to put my picture in this sort of area. Obviously we'll cover up this blank area here with an embellishment or something. I was going to put it here, but I don't know, I feel like it needs to be on either one side or the other of the layout. So I just want a bit more blue in the background, so I thought, I don't have any sprays that are trying to reach something, there we go, dark enough. So I thought if I use one of my oxides, which one do we want? chipped sapphire, I think, would be the most appropriate for this situation, if I can get it out. And then just do a little bit of packaging technique with it. And then also bring in some copper, because the last layout I did with this collection, I put copper on top of navy blue, and it was, if I do say so myself, absolutely delicious. So I would quite like to do that again, because just yum. And just spread this out a bit more, put it in that area that I missed with the stenciling. It blends in with the stenciling quite nicely. I think we need a little bit more. I feel like I haven't used this colour of oxide this much. I bought it like as soon as it was announced, this particular colour, but I haven't had much occasion to use it. Oh, we've got a straight line there, must get rid of that straight line from where the packaging was. I don't want to completely overdo it, and I might come back and do my splatters with this colour as well. So that'll do for now. Now to dry this. This is another reason why I can't do lives, because all I'm going to do is dry for hours and hours and then have to raise my voice like this. In hindsight, a little bit of clear gesso may have been a good idea to have in the background, put down in the background, because it's very much, what's the word, poofed into the paper. As you can see, it's completely soaked. That's the word I was looking for, soaked into the layout. But it's okay, we still get an idea of colour, and it's too late to do clear gesso now. So this is Lindy's Starburst in Cowabunga Copper, great name, and I'm going to do a little bit of packaging technique with this as well, just here and there, just to get that little bit of copper. I'm putting that right where the photo is going to go. What a numpty. Oh well, it's a test. I'm just testing to see how it will look. Obviously, completely, 100% on purpose, that was. Obviously. So tell me your lockdown tales, if you are in lockdown, or if you're out working, if you work for the NHS or any other kind of key worker, and are also therefore amazing and a hero and just brilliant. But yes, are you having to homeschool the kids or pick up things for family members, anything like that? Any interesting things happening where you live? As in, I'm looking out the window and spying on the neighbours to see if they go out more than twice a day. I'm totally joking. I saw, well, now I'm going to have to speak over this. I saw my local police station has a Twitter account, and they posted that today they had to like go and break up a load of barbecues and things, of like people gathering in parks and on the beach and stuff, and kind of just going, people, this isn't a holiday, get in your flipping house. Like, I could tell they were really, really quite cross, which, you know, understandably so. But honestly, the amount of people out there who are just treating this like it is absolutely nothing, I can't quite get over it. I think that's enough copper for now, because it's not really showing as much shine and shimmer as I would hope. Again, that's because I didn't put the gesso on, because I am a silly, silly girl. Maybe if I just add a few chunky splattery bits, we can get more of the sheen effect. I do have a copper Nouveau mousse, actually, but I don't actually want to add any more stenciling at this stage. And it's all over my hand. Tell you what, one good thing about the lockdown as well, although as I said we have been in isolation for longer than that to keep away from people, is when you're a crafter you've always got stuff on your hands, and being a crafter and a fountain pen like geek user, whatever, I've always got ink on my hands, oxides which don't wash off that well, fountain pen inks, waterproof inks, all of that kind of thing. And even though I am washing my hands, like, obviously a lot, when I was still going out and about, I'd get funny looks from people, like, looking at the smudges of ink on my hand, like, I don't think that person has washed my hands. And you wanted to go, but we have washed my hands, it just doesn't look like I have, because I'm into crafting and inks. Anyway, I feel like there's not enough copper in this section, but what we will do is add more embellishments to that section. Problem solved. I want to back my photo with something. I think I am going to back it with, if I can find it, there it is. There we go, this lovely dark blue wood grain. When I print my photos, I've said this before, I print them on A4 paper, photo glossy paper, and then cut them up. But when I cut them up, I always leave a white border, usually a messy one because I'm cutting them up quickly. But yeah, always leave a white border because a lot of the time I want to use that border in my project, you know, instead of having to back it with a layer of white cardstock or whatever. And then if I don't want the white border, I can just chop it off. So that's why I do that. Now, I've been having trouble lately getting tape, the backing of tape off of things. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like I've got a dodgy roll of double-sided tape or something. I'm sure it's since I started. There we go, this roll. My nails at the moment, I don't really know why, but like they hurt when I put pressure on them, and you know, if I was doing that it would hurt, so that's why I'm using the craft knife, but they're still being quite difficult. And yeah, as I said, I'm blaming the double-sided tape, definitely not user error. I think that's about the size of the border I want. Once upon a time I used to use my trimmer to trim around photo backing to make it nice and even and straight lines, and obviously I've become lazier as time goes on. I'm sorry if that was really, really loud. I feel like I need to put something else behind that as well. Maybe something like with a hint of pink or something like that. Maybe I think I need to distress it. Can't reach. As well. So I'll just rough that up a bit. I think I need to choose another blue ink to use to put around the edges of things as well. I've got my new chalk. Yeah, new chalk inks here. I don't know if any of those colours are going to be right. Maybe the Aspen Mist will work. Oh, they're all the way over there. Aspen Mist, Oasis Green, Aspen Mist. I think that will work, because obviously I want a much lighter colour to go around that dark blue. By the way, I'm sorry about my really, really creaky chair. It is a very, very creaky chair. I've had it, I bought it really cheap when I was studying for my masters in Nottingham, and like the student room I rented had the most basic desk, which was basically a bit of kitchen side, and the nastiest little plasticky chair. And the first thing I did when I moved in was order a decent desk and a decent chair. But obviously I was a postgraduate student and didn't have a whole lot of money, so this chair cost me about £35–40, which is a fairly good price, a lot of money for me at the time. But yeah, and I've been using it now for 4.5 years. It took me way too long to do that maths. Yeah, about 4.5 years, and being a very cheap chair, that means it's very creaky now. I need a pink. There needs to be a pink or something behind that photo. I'm going to go look for some. Let's look in here. There looks to be some pinks in both of these, actually. Nope. Far too bright. No. Nope, absolutely not. Nope. Right, okay, not that one. This one is slightly more pastel-y though. This might be a better choice. Yes, lovely, perfect. That one will do nicely. That is Recollections Spring Posies, which has probably been out for ages. Right, I've already put tape on this to spare you the pain and suffering of watching me on board the struggle bus with peeling off the backing of the double-sided tape. I don't know what it is at the moment. I've just like lost the knack. Or no, we're blaming the tape, aren't we? I forgot that. We're blaming the tape. Okay, definitely blaming the tape. Right, I'm going to keep that as a scrap because I really like the colour. And it may be ridiculous to keep scraps that size, but I find uses for them. I use punches and stuff on them. Right, that definitely needs distressing. I think if I use this light blue Aspen Mist around the edges of the pink though, it's going to look too like babyish, you know, the baby blue and the baby pink sort of thing. It's just, no, that's not going to look right. So I need to find a different ink to use for that. It's not distressed enough at the top. There we go. That's much better. Let's have it far more messed up. Okay, guess who was talking to herself for about 10 or 15 minutes because they hadn't realised the camera had stopped filming. Yep, it was this guy. So you haven't missed loads. I just didn't check that closely actually, so I might be repeating myself, sorry. All I've done is stick this down on foam. I inked around all of my fussy cut pieces with Distress Oxide and Stormy Sky, and then I added these two 3x4 cards from this cut apart sheet just because, I don't know, the picture was being too floaty. I just wasn't loving it at all, so I put these down and then took a picture on my phone. What have I done with my phone? Okay, there we go. So let's try this again. I can't remember whatsoever what I have said or what I haven't said, because so who knows, I probably said something really poignant and meaningful and deep and important, and now no one will ever know what it was. What was I saying? I know one of the last things I was saying was that I'm using gel medium to stick down all my fussy cut pieces, not just because they're going down on a mixed media-y background, but because I want to have the option to move them around and like lift them up and put pieces underneath and whatnot. If I wasn't doing that, I would probably just use some tacky glue because it would stick down fine on the busy mixed media background. Probably the slow drying tacky glue like this guy here, original high tack, stuff's rubbed off, but yeah. But yes, as I was saying before, although you don't know that because the video cut out, what am I saying? Yeah, gloss gel medium dries a lot slower than any of the tacky glues, and I just want to be able to move stuff around if I need or want to. Sorry, I keep having to lean across and look at my phone just to make sure I'm getting things in roughly the same place that I want them to be. Right, oh, no, it's gone again. Right, next is to put down this. I'm going to have to use a little bit of foam for this piece so it lies, it doesn't dip. Oh, come here, please. This Poundland foam tape or foam squares is not the best. It's really, it sticks to you really quickly, and then you just, I don't know, it's hard to describe what it's like, and getting the backing off is virtually impossible. And this isn't just my weird double-sided tape problem at the moment, this is genuinely really hard to get off. Craft knife is where. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what, I mean, I suppose the answer is it's from Poundland, but I've used the Poundland stuff before with no problem, so I don't understand. Oh my goodness, this is driving me mad. Oh, I got it. Urgh. And it's really hard to peel off as well. There's just, as I said, there's something wrong with it. I'm sorry, by the way, if you're seeing my horrendous roots when I lean into shot. I really need to dye my hair. Like, really, really need to dye my hair. And I was about to do it, and then this whole COVID thing happened, and we're all isolating and being on lockdown, and it's like, well, what's the... Dyeing my hair is effort. I don't like effort. What's the point of doing it when I'm not at all going out, apart from when my head leans into videos? Of course, that is one thing. Maybe I should put some foam tape on those. I can't be bothered. It's fine. You can't. It's not a problem. Right, I need that picture up again. What I need to do. Oh, that needs to go there. I think that's it. Oh, and I haven't put this feather down, and I have a few little other bits and pieces, but I want to add some flowers as well into all of this. So yeah, we will see. Once I've got these fussy cut pieces down, I may call myself, or call it done for the night, because it's getting late, and well, late for me anyway. I want to go to bed and snuggle up with my electric blanket on, because I'm 87 years old, and watch Disney Plus, because yay for Disney Plus. So do I want to include these bits now, or do I want to wait and see what I want to do with them till later? See, I can kind of get away with only 2 feathers, because there's a little feather there which kind of looks, yeah, I'm going to put these down now while I remember where I want them to go. There goes the phone again. Again, it's a mix of family group chats and my best friend. I don't have that many people texting me. I am in a couple of group chats for various things, like I'm involved in local politics and stuff, but they're all muted, because sometimes, you know, you look at your phone, it's like, you have 100 missed messages. Just like, no, thank you, absolutely not. So most of my group chats are muted, because I cannot deal. Right, I'm gonna play with, oh, I totally forgot about these. Oh, duh. Let's just, okay, I know I said I was going to go to bed, but I'm just going to have a look at these to see if any of them can be used. And then I will probably maybe go to bed. Oh, see, that is cute. Okay, potentials. This is what it's all about. Don't like the font with that. Hello, no, thankful. That could work. Hearts, no. Lol, absolutely not. Flowers, no, those aren't right. I kind of need words more than I need, oh, hello butterflies, you guys go pretty, don't you? Yes, yes you do. Yes, I am talking to my supplies, doesn't everybody? I think I'll only want 3 butterflies, but I'd like to have the choice of which ones to use. Happy? I don't know if I like that as a title, but the colour goes really, really nicely, so I'm going to leave it open as an option. What have we got? What a wonderful day. That's quite cute, actually. Another option. What's that? Hello? No, I don't want that. The best ever. Does anyone else hate things that say, like, best day ever? Because it's like, well, I don't know if it's the best day ever, because I haven't lived all of my days yet. You know what I mean? And I've got 20 to 50 things that say best day ever. How many times can I use best day ever when I'm just lying about some of them? I don't know, it's just one of those phrases that you always get in craft things, and I really, really hate them. That's quite cute, but no, it doesn't work. Too much fun. Today I choose joy. Yes to new adventures. No, no, no. Happy little moment. Potentially. Happy little moment tab. Potentially. Right now, no. Super cute clock. Oh my goodness, I love that. But I'm not going to use it on this. But I'm going to try and remember that it's in this pack. I will forget. I'm telling you that right now. But yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave those out to potentially use those tomorrow. See what I can get done. Please go in. Please go in. Please go in. Thank you very much. Right. And then I also want to use some flowers. So I'm just going to get an idea. I don't know, I think if I kind of put things down and then step away for a little while, I find when I come back I have a better perspective, a better idea of what I want, sort of thing. I think covering these with tiny words will be important. Putting happy little moment up there might be, yeah. As I said, I really like that colour. But I don't know, it's just a bit basic, isn't it, the word happy? I'm sure I've probably used it in layouts before. These butterflies are a definite, though. They are perfect. I love them. Loving you. I have covered up pretty much all of that stenciling, haven't I? Yep. Yes, I have. Oh, well, that's the way it works in mixed media. That's just, yeah, that's the way it works. Oh, love these butterflies. They are too pretty. I love them so much. Okay. I said, I'm not sticking these down right now. I'm just getting a vague idea of what I may do with them. I might not use this because I've only got one and it looks a bit lost by itself, potentially. I don't know. I think I am going to leave this for now. Going to bed would be a good idea. I am tempted to do just a tiny bit of stenciling poking out there, but then it won't be poking out anywhere else. No. When you start to overthink it too much, that is the sign and the time to walk away from it. So that is what I'm going to do. I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, so it is the next day. Desk looks exactly the same. Obviously haven't tidied it up. You'll have to forgive like these green spots and stuff on my hand. I was cleaning out some of my fountain pens this morning and some of the ink is just not washing off at all. So I have like mild green and black bits everywhere. Anyways, coming back to this, I have decided I am mildly upset that you can't see, apart from this little corner here, any of the stenciling. Because it was pretty, even though the colours I'd sprayed on top, not so much because of the lack of gesso. But I've decided I'm going to try and add just a teensy bit of it up the top here and maybe in some other spots, just because it was really pretty and such a lovely colour. And I just, yeah, I want to see if I can try and make it work carefully. I'm going to choose the right spatula thing. What would be best? Maybe this really little one. It's quite flexible though. I would need something with a bit more oomph. Maybe this one. We'll give that one a go. So if I put that there, I may actually, if I cover the picture up just in case, just put that there. Right, let's give this a go. Now that I'm filming more during the day than in the evening, there may be some background noises as well, because obviously everyone is at home. Everyone was at home yesterday as well, but it's the middle of the day, as I said, so maybe some odd noises and stuff like that. I want it a little bit more covered than that. It's actually surprisingly quite hard to do, at least harder than I thought it was. I'm very glad I covered up that picture because I've already got some mousse on there. Right, let's see. Oh, how do I get it out? Oh, there we go. Just a teensy little smidge of it, and then maybe some under here as well. I can't really get very far under there, but let's see if we can just add a tiny bit. I liked it so much, and then I covered it up, which usually with mixed media I'm totally fine about covering things up. There's a very loud vehicle going past. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. I'm sorry, that's bad video technique. I'm not very good at doing these real-time things. Maybe if I do some more over the coming weeks I will get better at it. Let's just, oh, this is hard. Yeah, I mean, it's not quite going underneath like I would want it to, but it is better just to see a tiny bit of it. And I'm going to add some here as well. Do it at a slight angle just to make it look a bit more interesting. Trying not to get it on the embellishments or the fussy cut pieces like this. I do love this colour so much. Right, there we go. Let's just take it off there. Off you go, there you go. There, just that tiny little bit. Just, yeah, I am happy now. Right, I'm going to go wash off this stencil and spatula thing and come back. Okay, I have just dried the stenciling. Well, it's more or less dry. Dry enough, just I won't put too much pressure in it or anything. We've warped a bit again, but that is fine, no problem. I want to add these butterflies, of course, because they are so very pretty, as well as some flowers. I'm wondering, I quite like some really big ones as well, actually, as well as these ones. Let's see what I have in my stash, or if I have any big ones that are the right size for this. Those are too pastel, I think. No, I don't think I don't think I do. Maybe some of the dark ones from there will be useful. Oh, these ones? No, Not feeling those. Let's see one of the other ones. This is my box of random flowers, of which there are lots and lots of random messy things in here. That's cute. Bit big though, isn't it? Yeah, okay, no, you're right. It's a no. That might be good. And that one, maybe? Unknown, but I'll keep it out just in case. Nice big white one, perhaps. I don't know, I feel like I've made this layout so busy already, it's just keep going with the embellishments. That might be good. What else have we got? That's probably too much of a turquoisey colour. What else is buried in here? No, okay, we'll just work with what we have. Okay, right, let's just sort myself out. I'm a bit all over the place today, actually. I don't really know why. I'm not very good at concentrating, it would seem. I'm going to figure out where I want to put all these beauties. Oh, that's nice. I think that big one looks nice there. I'm going to stick that down there while I remember. A little cute little sort of pinky rose. Put that there. There are some other ones as well somewhere. Or one. I'm sure there was two. Where's the other one? Could have sworn there were two more of those. Did I stick one down already? I don't know. I'm going to put that there to cover up that awkward little gap. Put that in there. And then it's quite like this little system I've got here. I love that big one there. Right front and centre. Kind of brings you into the photo with all the messiness going on. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this arrangement actually. I think we're going to go for that. Right, I'm going to put that slightly lower so you can still see the feather underneath. Wrap that one there so you can still see some of the stenciling. That one down first. Sorry, this is really boring, isn't it? I can't think of anything to say with my... I think there's so much going on in my head that I can't think of anything to actually say on camera. Tweet from local police today was that they'd been out and about and like saw almost no one, which is good, apart from, you know, they saw a couple of people riding bikes or whatever doing their daily exercise, so that's nice and uplifting compared to the day before when people were, what were they doing, having barbecues or something, just ugh, for goodness sake. Oh well, yeah, I've got all these bits that I was keeping aside as well. What would that say? What a wonderful day. That's quite cute. Happy little moment. Do we like this happy little moment or this happy little moment? I prefer this one, but I don't know where could put it because obviously it's very busy already. That would be quite cute there. Happy little moment. I don't think I can make that work, can I? I don't think so. No, that's a shame. It's nice though. I can put it up here. Let's just be brave and cut it. Ah, no, don't go in there. Ugh. Happy little moment. Up there. I liked a little bit of the white showing because it made it stick out a bit more. So like that. Maybe. Forever in my heart. And thankful. Where can I say? I would put that there, but then I cover up that stenciling again. Maybe over here. Well, then you can't see what it says. Here? I can't, it's not going in. Erg. Here. Thankful. On top, maybe. Thankful. Yeah, I think that works. Some ink around the edges, though. I think first. A darker one. What did I do with my... I don't want stormy grey. I want... not stormy skies. I want the dark one. It's disappeared. Ah! By disappeared, it was in the drawer. Oh my goodness, why? Look, I've just dumped that in my gloss gel. What is going on with me today? Honestly, you're a mess, Grace. There's a lot of stuff out on the Facebook groups and the social media in general about ordering things on the internet, like unnecessary things, and whether you should or not, because obviously the postal service are really busy delivering things and, you know, putting themselves at risk by being out there. I'm not really sure what I think. I'll give you an example. Like, we ordered a DVD the other day for my brother, basically because he loves his films, specifically Disney films, and kept it aside for when he was really struggling and really upset with, you know, the situation, which was that this morning or yesterday morning? I can't remember, but, you know, he was having a bit of an autistic meltdown, and I'm gonna have to cough again. Again, it's allergies. Yeah, and he was, yeah, having a meltdown or whatever, so we got that DVD that we'd kept in its envelope and everything to sort of distract him. Now, for anyone else, say ordering a DVD would sound like an unnecessary thing, but it was quite important for us, as it were. And, you know, what some people may deem unnecessary is perhaps necessary for others. So, and I don't know how you could, like, police it either, you know, deciding who orders what. And I don't know, it's a bit of a complicated situation. Let me know your thoughts on the matter. And then, of course, there's the thing of people saying, you know, I'm not going to order craft supplies or whatever, or planner stickers and stuff, because it's irresponsible when, you know, with the postal service so overwhelmed and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, I understand that point of view, but I also understand the point of view of Etsy sellers and other small businesses who are completely reliant on that income. So it's just, I don't think there is actually an answer to it, to be honest. As I said, I do understand everyone's points of view. I don't really know what my own is, to be honest. Like, I haven't made a decision either way, but that's just something I'm seeing a lot of people talking about at the moment. So I wondered what your thoughts were on it. I did put glue on that. No, it's just not sticking down very well. Okay, so here are my butterflies. They are so very pretty. I am very chuffed that I found them. There's not another one, is there? I can't have 4 because that would be... Actually, I might be able to get away with 4. No, maybe not. No, I don't think I can use 4. It's just too... No, it doesn't work at all. I'm going to put this little one down there because I think it looks cute down there. Another little one. Uh-oh, here's my brother coming. He's in a grumpy mood. I can tell by the way he's kind of stomping and muttering away to himself. He may interrupt us at any moment. He keeps like just coming up to me, having a little run, and then going off again. So bless him. It's just, I can't imagine how hard it is for him, because he doesn't understand. He understands to a certain extent. We have been explaining things as best we can, but for the most part, it's too big for him. There he is. Here he comes. Hi, Sam. I'm in here. Hello. He's gone off again. He didn't come in. I think sometimes he knows I'm filming and then kind of goes, oh, and runs away. Okay, butterflies down. I need to find some sort of title, I think. I think with the flowers and stuff, this is actually starting to come together a little bit. I do want, as I said, I've put that Forever in My Heart in a place where I was going to put a title. That wasn't very clever, was it, Grace? What I have decided to do is, only thing that's still annoying me on this layout is this area here where you can see that coppery spray and there's a gap before the stenciling. So what I thought I would do, this is the Create Paper Journal Studio sticker book. I thought I'd take one of these labels, just write Visiting Grandma in it, and then maybe the date, back it so it stands up a little bit more, and then yeah, just cover that area with that. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's put that over there. Can I back it on that? Maybe just hold that. I feel like, or should I back it on a more navy colour so it doesn't stand out too much? Where's that? Yeah, I'm going to back it on this, like about that much, I think. Oh my goodness, I made another mess. I've just spluted the gloss gel all over the place again. Grace, what is going on with your life at the moment? That's wonky. Let's sort that out. Yuck. And that can go slightly under the butterfly. Go there, and I can hide that little annoying tiny gap there with a Nuvo drop, of course, or a pearl or something. All right, visiting grandma there. Add another flower. Lovely, job done. Right, just distress these edges a little bit so everything is all matchy and goes doop 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 with everything. Right, oh, I need to find the date of that photo, bear with. Just have a little look through all my bajillion pictures. It's around, okay, there's the photo. 15th of February. Let's get this. 1/5 Feb. I've got a good ink for this, I think, somewhere. Go archival ink in cobalt. I do not know. 15th of Feb. And maybe I should write visiting grandma first so I know how much space it's going to take up. I mean, ideally I'd write it in blue, but I don't think a fountain pen is going to get on with that sticker very well, so I'll just do it here. Visiting grandma, date, and I just draw a little heart. There we go. Perfect. That will do nicely. Whoa! Sorry, that would have been really loud on camera. That is my bad again. I feel like I need you guys to give me some topics to talk about while I do this, so I'm not just like desperately looking for and clinging on to things to say. Right. Oh, actually, we can go a little bit higher, and then that gap is no longer a problem. Right, I think at this stage, all we need... Oh no, I was going to put a flower there, wasn't I? That one? Oh, but that's going to be the only one of that colour on the page. That does not work. The white one I might be able to get away with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's 7. That's a nice odd number. Good. I wish I had that last little rose. I'm sure there was one. Some of you might be going, no, Grace, there wasn't. There was only 2. There was always only 2. I'm sure there was one other one. That is really annoying me. But I feel like I want to put something under this flower. Oh well. It'll be fine. I'll find that little flower when I clear up, and then I will be really cross. Okay, there we go. Right, let's look at the... Oh, I'm running out of room. Let's look at the Nuvo drop swatch sheets to figure out what I want to use. I think I want white drops. Oh no, actually let's do splatters first, because splatters before drops is the best way of doing this. I want some white splatters because I feel like it needs lifting up a little bit, and I feel like white splatters will help with that. So I've got my Winsor & Newton drawing ink, and this is my favourite splatter brush. I don't know why, it just is. This ink, by the way, I think I've said this before in other videos, but if you're just getting into fountain pens, because I know a lot of people are at the moment, Winsor & Newton say that this ink is friendly and like good for fountain pens. They lie. Do not, whatever you do, put this in a fountain pen. It will be disastrous because it's really thick, and it's just going to really mess up your pen. So this stuff doesn't even work unless you water it down a bit. This stuff doesn't even work with a glass dip pen, just to give you an idea of how thick it is. So yeah, it's so good for splatters though. So good. I might water it down just a bit in general because it is very thick, but it's much easier than watering down gesso, which is just perfect for lazy people like myself. I was using the Distress Spray Stain in Picket Fence, the white stuff, which I still use, but it doesn't behave itself on all surfaces and stuff. It just, sometimes it just soaks in, like if you haven't put gesso down or something. So that's why I'm not using that as much as I did. A few splatters on the photo, but it's fine. Okay, I lost a little bit of footage again. I just put down a load of white Nuvo drops, which you should probably be able to see dotted around, and now I will do the navy ones. I was just saying as well, like, as I'm nearly finished with my layout, I'm just going to start sort of wrapping up. Again, if you want to see more of videos like this, the longer real-time ones, please do let me know. Ideally, give me something to talk about in them as well, because I'm not very good at talking about, well, I am good at talking about things like politics and stuff like that, but that's probably not a good thing to talk about right now. Probably not in general anyways, because, you know, politics gets people quite worked up. Another one here. There is never any rhyme nor reason to where I put Nuvo drops. I just look and think there needs to be one there, or there needs to be one there, and that's about it. I think I need a biggish one up here. Do we think that's enough? She says as she puts another couple down. Okay, that's enough. Nope, one there. Need another one here. Okay, now that is really enough, and I think my layout is complete. So as per usual, it was completely different from what I had in mind at first. There was a stage when I completely hated it, but now I'm happy again. I think the flowers very much rescued it, and I'm loving the white splatters. As I said, I think they really lift it up, as well as all the drops and everything. So there we go. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave a list of links to all the products that I have used, of course. As of this moment, Thompson's Craft Supplies is not open at the moment. As of this moment, Thompson's Craft Supplies isn't open. You can't order at the moment because of obviously what's going on and everything. But obviously, if like you really like the stuff or whatever, you could always, I don't know if she has like a save feature, like a save basket feature or anything like that. But as soon as everything is over, or when Louise is able to, she will start taking orders again. So definitely just like keep an eye out on the website and stuff like that. Other stuff I get stuff from is obviously places like Craft Stash, who are for now at this moment in time still open for online orders. I think that's about it really. I've already said thank you for watching, but I'll say it again. Who knows how long this video is? Have a gold star if you made it all the way through. Feel free to have like video requests, anything like that. Obviously I have a little more time on my hands, so just let me know what you want to see and stuff like that. Okay, I am really going now. Thank you again. Goodbye.